going?
And welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 252. It's a kind of fun number, I guess. It's
It do be a number.
a palindrome,
Yep, that is one of them things.
but I don't know if numbers are considered palindromes because
I
that's a
think they can
word
be.
thing. Um, well, yeah, because it's a thing with like dollar bills. If your serial number
Yeah,
on a
they
dollar
are.
bill is a palindrome, it's worth more than the probably face value of the bill. Um, so that's fun.
Neat.
Also if they have stars on them, that can be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Birthdays, if your serial number is a birth date,
Mm-hmm.
that's a money.
That
A
is a
bunch of
money.
stupid that is a bunch of stupid reasons why um money is worth more than money.
Mm-hmm.
I have somewhere never showed. I know you've talked about your silver. I have it.
I actually, in the past week, went through my safe and
Did you?
looked at all that again. Yep.
Aren't you supposed to look for something?
Was I? Shit.
Yes.
What was I supposed
I
to
don't
look
remember
for?
what. But you're supposed to look at something 'cause you're like, oh, I have something with like a certain like symbol or character on it.
Mm,
You remember what that was?
nope.
Obviously. That was not a jip at you. That was just a jip at life. Where is it? God damn. I have a goddamn bunch of silver. I don't know. Somewhere in this desk is like a bunch of coins that are silver.
$5?
No.
No. Penny or dimes?
There is a $50.
Okay. Fair.
But like there's also like quarters and a dime and a nickel, I believe.
They sound neat. When you
It
clink
was like
silver.
it's like everything from like 1964
Yeah.
was like silver, and I don't know. What-
Yeah.
You know, if we weren't doing this right now, I could find it in the first fucking drawer I
Absolutely. Just
whipped
like I
open.
found my I have a silver eagle on my desk.
Do you have a silver eagle?
I do.
That's cool. Um,
It's an ounce of silver.
you know, I was talking about I I'm getting all the goddamn um money, like not money, like jewelry fucking shorts right now. And
Yeah.
I I find that world to be absolutely disgustingly crazy that it exists. And that I don't know anyone that like so I know it's like snippets and it seems maybe more than it is, but these guys are sitting with like their fucking brief or like whatever the what do you display case is the word I'm looking for. They have
Okay.
their display case full of these like $10,000 Rolexes.
Yeah.
And they're like whiling and dialing these things. They're like, oh, coming in hot. Like, give me 10-4. Like, ah, can't do 10-4. I can give you 3,000. They're like, ah, fuck me. You can't do me that like that. I need to make some money. They're like, okay, what can you do? Like, I'll sell it for I'll sell it for 4,000. They're like, no, 39.2. And they're like, okay, 39.2. And they like walk away. And I'm like, what did I just watch? But like, do more people have expensive rollies? And I'm just like, I'm the pleb.
God, I don't know. Couldn't tell you, man.
You don't have like the expensive rollie in the family?
Nope. Don't got one of
No.
them.
Seems like an Italian thing. Um,
I think that my grandfather used to wear a watch, but I don't think it was anything that special. I think it was just like
okay.
a metal
Well,
band watch.
I mean, I assume that's what all people can fucking afford.
Yeah, I mean,
But
watches are
apparently,
fucking
like, nah, bro,
expensive.
you need to be investing. Yes, that's the word I am trying to tell you. Investing. Where the fuck is this? I am going to lose my goddamn shit. Did I put it? Oh, I think I'm gonna put it. Well, here's my college. Excuse me. Well, here's. I don't know where my college diploma is, but that's like the empty box it should be in. So I'm just gonna ignore that one for now. Fuck. Yeah, don't know where that fucking thing is. Um. Yeah, I see rollies. I get I don't get gemstones. I understand that like people are buying gemstones for like different pieces of jewelry,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I guess that's like just more of a seller to seller kind of thing.
yeah, I guess like shiny.
Yeah.
Um, I'm so I'm so over investing in what I am doing, but I'm so lost with what I did. Who am I? What am I? Oh, found it. Fuck
Nice.
me. Think I'm missing thing. Oh, no, I'm not missing things. Put it in that thing. Um, ha, kept the bit alive long enough. So it was an old clock that I destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, turn on the light. Oh, Year of the Tiger. Is that
It's
what
my
you're supposed to
tiger.
show me? I think
I
that's what
don't
you're
know.
supposed to show. So I got
Okay. Interesting.
a Liberty.
Okay. Yeah.
A
I'm
Liberty.
pretty sure that's silver.
Oh yeah, it's silver.
Like,
That's a $1.
yeah.
That's a Liberty $1. Uh, Kennedy.
Half
No,
dollar. Yeah.
is it Kennedy?
I think so.
JFK? No, it's JFK. That's not Kennedy. Yes, it's Kennedy. Um, that's silver.
Yeah.
2 quarters.
Hmm.
Um, 6 dimes. I had no nickels.
No nickels. Bummer.
No nickels. But
Yeah. That's my tiger. That's a kilo. It's like
hmm,
big boy silver. Thing
this is like
massive.
this is yeah. This makes a satisfying clink.
Yeah.
Can I get a Google?
Sure.
How much is a 1921 uh Liberty dollar worth?
Between $30 and $45
Damn.
for a circulation, which I'm
Yes,
assuming
that
is
would be.
what yours is.
Yep.
Like it's not pristine or anything like
No.
that, is it? Yeah.
No.
That's still, I
Good.
mean, like that's a good amount of silver. I think that you're getting more out of it for the coin than the silver.
Well, in the end of the day, it's always worth $1, so that's kind of cool.
So this is all the shit that I have. Some of it's worthless. Some of it's worth a lot.
Well, I'm guessing if it's worthless, it's quote unquote just worth its weight in the
Well,
precious
like
metal it's worth.
these two things here,
Yeah.
they're plated copper. They're junk.
Oh. Okay.
These two here, they're Sacagawea somethings. They're worth like $3.
What?
But as a coin, it's $1.
Sheesh. Fucking.
But then there's some things like this top left one here. That's worth a lot.
So like,
Um,
is that an amount of gold?
yes, but the coin itself is worth more than the gold.
Okay. So, okay.
Um, there's some gold down here. Like these are worth a lot. This is worth a good amount, but that's more. These bottom middle ones are coin worth. The rest of them, I think, are gold worth and silver worth, or close to it.
Gotcha.
But some of these things are surprisingly large for what they look like.
No,
Um,
I've been
like
watching the coin YouTubers.
like these quarters over here,
Mhm.
they're quarters.
They are quarters.
They're quarters, but they're not quarters.
Hmm.
They're like this.
They're like, uh, they're
They're
I
5-ounce coins.
they're like not replicas of quarters, but they're like supposed to be they're like supposed to be like you're supposed to collect them. You
Yeah,
fucking
it's
collect them.
it's the America the Beautiful silver quarter 5-ounce collection
Yes, they're collectible coins that look like coins.
that are also made of fancy metals that are shiny and make fancy clinks.
I yeah. Um, that's a neat thing to have. Um,
Also, I got a few of these koalas.
why?
They're fancy koalas.
I know you didn't like. I know you bought these, but I know you didn't personally curate these.
Correct.
But the person you curated them from definitely had a
You
wide
know,
attention span.
mm-hmm.
Um. Oh wait, can we pivot
If you want, sure.
to my watch thing? It's kind
Yeah.
of in the same. It the randomly shitty looking koala Australian koala coin made me think. Last
it's a
night when we
it is a
what?
pretty coin. It's a big honkin' thing, but it's also very well printed. It's good. Watches, yes.
Well, okay. So again, I've been watching all these guys, and then you start. Madeline and I just got smartwatches.
What
You
are
know,
they? What did you
Galaxy
end up getting?
fives, just
Okay,
basic
so a
Galaxy fives.
Galaxy smartwatch. Got it.
Yes, because we're both on Galaxy.
Yep.
Samsung isn't the perfect ecosystem. I think a lot of I think if I lived in Japan, everything would be a little bit better.
Okay, interesting.
It's not that Samsung isn't in our market. It just truly no. I think the American market is pseudo lost on Android, whereas I think if you went
I
to
think
Japan,
Android thrives in Asia.
yes, and especially a Samsung company, which I can get like a Samsung goddamn toaster in like Japan.
Yeah.
I think it's better than ever before. I think it's probably only going to get better. I mean, half the appliances in my house anymore are Samsung,
Yeah.
like my fridge, my stove.
I have a stove.
The I will say we didn't get a Samsung washer, but because the one model that was kind of like our price range model that we want had some bad review. I think there was some like
Sure.
manufacturing
There's a
defects.
reason, but that's fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
LG's fine. It's another that's like well, they used to be, you know, whatevs. But um, I think the Samsung. I mean, you have the Buds. Um, wait,
Mine are Sony, but yeah.
are they Sony? Is
Yeah.
Samsung? No, you looked up LG.
I looked
That's
up
okay.
LG.
Well, okay. So Samsung has Buds.
That's also South
They have
Korea.
they have Watch. You can fully live in an ecosystem that isn't Apple, but
Yeah,
like have
you
all the
can.
like
Absolutely.
ecosystem. It's the closest brand I think you can like live in like a true ecosystem. I think Google has everything, but Google's products are trash.
Yeah. Samsung is the closest Apple competitive in a lot of ways.
Yes. I I was never a jewelry person, but then I kind of had to force myself to do like a ring because that was a big like again I had like nothing. So the ring was one
Yeah.
step, and now that I've like forced myself to like actually daily wear something, I'm like, well, if I can mentally go over one hurdle, I can maybe try to like wear a watch all the time. And I am working out a
Big
lot
necklace
more.
guy.
Your big necklace high? I don't think I could
All the
rock the
time.
neck. I, th-
24/7.
I think the necklace is where I couldn't. I don't think it's a me style, so I
And
don't
that's
think I
fine.
could want to rock it.
Every Italian that I'm around has one of these necklaces with one of
Oh,
these
I know.
horns on it.
See, I'm. I mean, you've seen my 23 me. I'm just too white for a necklace, Bruno. I don't got any of that. I don't got. I have like 2%. I think I'm like less than 2% Italian. Maybe less than. What was it? Um, I have a little bit of Italian in me, so I'm probably related to you in some way, shape, or form. But I'll tell you how much. I am ancestry. Find out what I'm made of. It's loading. Uh, I'm 0.6% Italian.
Holy shit.
Um, so like point 0.6 of me,
Soon you'll be a Nikolai.
0.6 of me is very offended by the other 99.4% of me. But I'm almost as just broadly they don't know how to classify 0.4% of me. They just call it broadly European.
Okay, fair.
But like, you know how so 23andMe like Fredo's did, it like shows you the world map and it shows you all the countries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine doesn't do that. Mine literally just zooms in. Like my map doesn't acknowledge that any other parts of the world exist. It literally just zooms the fuck into Europe and says, "Yeah, you're from here, bud."
Love it.
So
Simple enough.
you know, I want to see. We need to get K Bruno into the ancestry.
I've never been that interested in it for some reason. I don't know.
I wasn't, but I have it forever now, and it's not. I won't say it's like up. I don't get like daily like updates, but every once in a while you go in and they have new stuff and or like they've revised stuff. So like I have the health.
Interesting.
So like I mean, okay, they have my DNA forever now. Like the government has it, whatever.
Sure.
It, it is what it is. You know, sorry if anyone in my immediate family wants to commit crimes. I'm databased. Wow. Boo hoo. No one has contacted me about anything, so I don't think any of my immediate family has committed crimes. But um so I did the health and I did the ancestry. And every once in a while in the health, when they learn new stuff, they'll like resequence everyone's
Yeah.
things and they'll
Yeah.
like try to give you more updated things. So like
That's
every once
cool.
in a while they'll be like, "Oh, we've determined that now that we know eye color a little bit better, we've determined you're like 90 we're almost 99% or 95% sure you have like brown eyes based on your genetics from what we know now." Maybe next time I come back, it's like 96. Maybe they'll come back and it's lower, being like,
Sure.
based on what we learned, it can vary a little bit more. But for until they like start charging me for the rest of like right now, I kind of get just even more in depth genetics looking at, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's nothing too great, but like, I mean, in all their categories, I can have a couple that are easy. Where's the health? I'm loading it. It's loading.
Loading, 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 loading.
Uh, traits. Like the traits, they're pretty fucking spot on. Like, uh, uh, bitter taste can taste bitter. I can, and I very much dislike it. So they can tell that from my DNA.
Huh.
Um,
They can probably tell the cilantro thing too then.
yep, they can. Which soap.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm as bad as other people. Like, I don't think it's like I just don't like cilantro. I think it tastes bad, but I think it's because I like don't. It doesn't taste. I don't know what tasting good tastes like.
I might be in the
Um,
same boat as you. I don't think it's the soap to me, but I don't necessarily like it either, I don't think.
um, 67% chance I have little to no back hair. Don't have back hair. Uh, 92% chance I don't have a bald spot. I do not. Uh, 58% chance I don't have dimples. I do not. Um,
Hmm. A lot of,
83%.
you know,
Yeah,
weird guessing that you probably know about yourself.
yeah, 83% that I do not have a cleft chin. Don't. 62% chance that I have had dandruff, which I do. Um, it it thinks I have detached earlobes. Like apparently it was like a 77% chance I would have had it, but I do have attached earlobes. So I'm like that's like the one thing
You're in
that's
the minority of that statistic.
yeah. It thinks I won't have hair loss before 40, which based on like if they're like actually true. If like the old saying is like true and stuff, like the mom's father, like I shouldn't have. Like hair will eventually thin, but like I won't
Sure.
like lose it.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
like, I my hair's going up. I can tell.
yeah, creeping on up there.
Yeah.
Burry was, but then I think Burry got on that medication.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if he, whatever. It's
It's hair.
common.
I wear a hat most of the time, anyways.
I don't. I wouldn't be
I'm
upset
not.
bald, but if I was going bald right now and they have like those medicines that people recommend, I'd probably try them.
Fair enough.
93% chance I have wet earwax, which I do not, which I do. Crazy on that one.
It's crazy to me that some people just have like dry ears. Like
I
that's just a
wish
thing that's different with people.
if you have dry ears, if you have dry ears, you sweat less.
I mean, like I've heard that that's like an Asian thing. That their earwax is very dry and they don't sweat as much.
I think Manon has like drier earwax because she like never sweats. I'm over here like working out like fucking pulling. This one's a fun one. Because it's just like eyes. Um, this one, uh, I it was wrong and it was wrong by 3 or by 2. So I have, I don't know, like hazel. People said hazel for my eye color, so I'm just going off what other people have told me.
They
But
look
like
the
I am
same to me.
what? I think
Like,
it's hazel.
oh no no no,
I
never mind. Sorry. The box for the left
oh
side doesn't line up
yes.
with the thing on the right side. Got it.
I'm pretty sure I have
Dumb
like
chart.
light hazel eyes. So like I was 20% chance of that. So like I wasn't in the top 2 that they were predicting I have.
Yeah.
But again, these are just chance. They're not like
Yeah.
actual predictions, but
Sure.
uh,
Bro, I've been told that my eyes are basically black.
because they're so dark brown.
Yeah. Like, if you look at my camera right now, I can't see a difference between my pupil and my eye color. Like
Nah,
it's just dark.
if I mean I doubt yeah, you've only seen me a couple times, but if you ever notice my eyes, I don't have dark brown eyes. I have light like I have a
Gotcha.
hazily like different
I
lights play them differently, but I don't have like dark brown eyes.
I feel like I could count on one hand the eye color of people that I actually know.
Yeah.
Like I just don't.
I
It's one
know
of those
Madeline
things I
has brown
don't
eyes.
realize it. Like you know, online you sometimes see
Oh, can we do
people
a
take
pause real quick?
pictures. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna call. I love working.
So what I was saying was, you ever see pictures of people like taking a picture of their eye in like a macro lens?
Yep,
Mine would just be like a black pit.
an
Like
abyss.
I kind of get jealous of people with cool colored eyes sometimes.
Yeah,
Like that, like blue eyes, you know, or like
blue
the
eyes are
half and
cool.
half.
I do feel a little bit cooler that I don't have dark brown. So I feel like I'm not like blue cool, but I'm not like dark brown lame. Sorry.
I wonder if I could do this. Is
Can
there
you
any way
macro
I
your
could take a
eyeball?
picture of my eyeball on
I've tried
podcast?
and I've tried and it like really kills light. The light really well, it might help in your case, make you like reinforce your point. Doesn't help in my case. They always look so much different in person than they do on the camera. Um, but you know, cameras. Uh, uh, what am I thinking? I'm thinking of a thing. I'm just. Did it work?
That ISO's a little high. Hold on. I'm trying to get. Oh, my
See,
white balance is like
if
stupid.
if you had a watch, you
Stupid
can look at the
high.
preview of your phone
And I
camera.
don't need a goddamn watch.
You could preview the preview on your phone, on your watch for your phone, and you could hit it to take pictures. Look at that. It looks so
Let's see if that works.
Your phone screen looks so washed out on
It
the
actually doesn't look that bad. Hold on, let me wait for it to upload to Google,
or
and then
pivoting.
I'll have it. It doesn't look that bad. Might have been a success.
Great success. Um, yeah, no, I'm just gonna wait till maybe I see you ever again.
You know,
I
fair enough. That's an eyeball. That's what that is.
that is an eyeball. Look at that. Brown.
It's pretty damn brown though.
It is brown.
I think usually in person it looks a lot closer because I think I cranked the white, the like the ISO and the white balance.
Maybe you just
But
got big
yeah,
pupils.
maybe, dude, maybe
Maybe you're like my kitty cat. But I just like anytime it like
in
is
attack mode.
anytime it's like slightly not immediate like super bright outside, their eyeballs just go like whoa.
Yeah,
But then when it gets sunny out, their eyeballs go little like little slits. Um the yes. Like there's
yes,
not many other cool things. The health thing says like uh I don't think I'm like genetically seen to have like any sort of like weird health thing. So that's kind of cool. But that's about it. I don't understand the other stuff. There's a lot of like sciencey terms that I just like gloss right over.
yeah,
Lack of desire to learn. Um, yeah, maybe you'll get baited into it when you see how cool and lame Dit and Fee are.
maybe
I think Dit's gonna be crazy.
I could
I
see
think
it.
I could see. I'm gonna see Dit have some like weird fucking genes, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, guys, hey Eric, I'm Chinese now too."
You know, maybe.
Um, how was your week?
You know, it's going.
Any Bruno stories?
I'm prepping to plant some grass seed in this
Oh
little bit
wait,
of
whoa!
rain that we're coming.
It is vegetable time. Shouldn't the greenhouse be up?
The greenhouse got assembled today. We're, getting close to that time. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, end of
I
end of
don't think
March.
I'm
We're
doing
in.
a whole lot.
Yeah.
It didn't go very well the last couple of years.
Last year
Faith
we.
in plants have been declining.
Come on. Maybe you should do the garden in your like front yard was a little bit more light.
Fucking did.
Is it? I thought you did in the
That's why
backyard
I'm
again.
planting grass.
Maybe you should plant it in your like grandma's yard. Doesn't she have a lot more like open space?
I think she would have more sun, yes, but that's also like fucking 6 miles away to water, and I don't know where I would get water from.
You you
And it
literally
just
have a
becomes
contraption.
more annoying.
You literally have a contraption to move water where you need it.
I know, but it's so annoying.
Let's make a better one.
Yeah, it's called a well and a hose.
How much bigger of a hose do we need?
A couple 100 feet.
We can do it. We'll get a pump.
I don't want to do it is the problem.
We'll get a pump. I am saddened to hear Farmer Bruno's giving up. You know, maybe we should grow some jalapenos this year.
They
That'd be
want sun. I got too many trees.
cut down a tree, just like one,
It's like 40 is the problem.
but like one, and just have like a spot, like a split, like a little spot.
There's a tree behind that tree.
Eventually, you'll have like a spot open. Maybe we should try hydroponics,
Maybe, dude. Maybe.
or don't you have lights in the greenhouse? Maybe we just like leave them in the greenhouse.
Probably manage like 2 plants in the greenhouse.
Seems like a better success than
You
what you've
know,
been growing.
maybe. Maybe.
I mean, did any of the cucumbers survive last year?
Cucumbers were the thing that did the best, and that's what I'm
Okay.
planning to grow still.
The peppers didn't do good,
The peppers and the tomatoes did not do good. No.
which is crazy. Do you do cherry tomatoes? Because I feel like those things always grow
Tried
anywhere.
them, tried regular tomatoes. Like, none of it worked very well.
Okay.
There
I
was
know the
one
corn never
year
worked.
I grew tomatoes out of my ass, and they were just everywhere, and they were great. They were such good tomatoes. Every subsequent year, been shit.
Did you like leach all your soil of tomato nutrients?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know what did it.
Maybe this year's the year.
You know, maybe it is. I got varieties of cucumbers to do pickles with. Trying to lean into
What?
pickles again.
Are you sure? I thought we gave up on this endeavor.
Pickles did not go well last year. Maybe this year, because I'm getting cucumbers that are supposed to be pickles, maybe it's a better shot.
How's a cucumber supposed to be a pickle?
Like the variety of cucumber is designed better for pickles. Like the skin is thicker, and it's a heartier cucumber.
Okay.
There's a lot
Okay.
of different cucumbers.
Yeah,
Also the size. They're a little smaller.
little baby.
Not gherkins, no. Not too small.
Maybe we should try it.
Small.
Maybe you know what we need. You need the vacuum sealing to like to get them in to like really get them to absorb that pickle brine.
Maybe.
Because I saw a great deal on a vacuum sealing tumbler.
Oh, you want to tumble them too? Beat the shit out of them?
They'll be in liquid. They'll be suspended in liquid. They won't like
Okay.
fall. You know. Yeah, I just want to think we could make beef jerky and like we could go from slicing to marinated to like cooking in like 2 hours.
Maybe. Maybe we could.
It'd be so convenient. That's how we do the jerky business.
Could have beef jerky in 12 hours.
So, mm, yeah. Can we accelerate smoking? Could we like? Is there like a super smoke? Could we like vacuum seal it, but like input smoke?
I don't know.
Could
I
we?
mean, like, when I. Smoking it didn't take long when I did smoked beef jerky before.
Oh, I thought it did. I thought that was like
No.
12 hours of smoking.
No, it was more like 6 or 3. It didn't take very long.
Okay,
It was just annoying as shit because I always had to check on it.
gotcha.
Like the circulation of air was not consistent, so it everything was going off at different times of when it needed to come off.
Gotcha. I for some reason thought you didn't like it for that other reason.
I just think that my smoker is vertically, it is not consistent with its heat.
Makes sense.
Whereas like some of the big guys use offset smokers,
Mm-hmm.
which your firebox is on one side, it travels along the bottom of the cook box, but it's separated.
Okay.
It comes up on the opposite end of the firebox and then comes back towards the firebox and out a chimney. Those are like the cat's meow smokers that are supposed to be really consistent and good. Because
Let's
you get
make
the
one.
heat from the bottom, but then the smoke travels along the top, but everything kind of stays even.
Let's weld up a barrel and make one.
You know, that sounds like a project.
It can't be that bad. You just have to weld like flat metal plates in a barrel.
Yeah.
You get a you get a drum barrel. You like burn all the
No, like
lead based paint, and then
yeah,
you just get a sheet of metal
propane
and you just
tank.
could. Seems a little small, but yeah.
No, you're going the wrong way.
Well, I haven't seen I don't know if is there a medium sized propane tank? Because I've seen them big and I've seen them small, but what's a medium?
Yeah, like
Oh, you want a big fucker?
you grab like one of these bad boys, slap it on the side,
Oh, okay. You want
cut a hole in it. You know, like one of these things.
yeah, one of those things. Sorry, I wasn't thinking big enough.
Who do you think I am?
Yeah, because you want to smoke a whole goddamn deer at one go.
Honestly, let's get to pig level.
You
Give me a
want to
whole
smoke a
pig.
pig?
Sure. Smoked pork is great.
But it's different than a pig roast.
Little bit, little bit.
You a fan of oh what was it? What was it? Pastrami? Are you a pastrami man?
Just made some.
I don't like pastrami.
I'm okay with it. It's different. I made Reuben sandwiches for St. Patrick's Day.
I'm not a Reuben guy.
I was disappointed. My bread didn't hold up very well.
Not what type of bread?
Rye.
Okay, so you did do a classic rye,
I I did do a classic rye, but my rye bread did not hold up very well.
homemade.
Nope. Me and bread don't get along very well.
I I am
I enjoy eating
yeah,
bread. I don't enjoy
I'm sure.
making bread.
I seems like one of those things that would fight you.
It does. That's why I don't enjoy making it.
It's one of those things you. It's one of those things that doesn't allow much room for error.
Yep.
Um. So you know.
I next time I got an idea for bread. I was at Giant the other day and they had Dave's bread makes a rye. Felt like a pretty good option. So next time
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna try. I had
Giant
such
does
a
have
hard
some.
time finding
Giant
rye
does
bread.
have fancier bread. Sometimes are pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I
hope
bought
your
mine at
bread.
Shady Maple and it just didn't turn out well.
Mm, whoop, mm, it's like rye. Do they eat a lot of rye bread? I feel like they eat a lot of pumpernickel.
Ooh,
The Amish
I have no idea.
or
That
Mennonite,
place makes a
whatever.
whole lot of stuff though. Like
Yeah.
that grocery store home makes so much stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just don't know if that type of bread is in there wheel is that very
Yeah. I I don't think it was a terrible rye bread. I think it was just a terrible rye bread to try and throw in a panini press with a whole bunch of shit on it. It
so
just
that's
wasn't
what
the
the
right
point of
type.
rye bread is. It's like
I
why we have
guess.
rye. Why else do we eat? You don't just eat. You're not at a diner and be like, oh, what do you want for your toast for your eggs? And you're like, oh, give me a slice of rye.
Yeah. It's either so my next step is either that bread at Giant, the Dave's bread, or I'm gonna like go to Panera and see if they have something.
They probably have something good.
Yeah.
Whatever they
That's where my
fucking
head's
use for
at.
their bread bowl. Whatever they use for their bread bowl would be a great that shit's
I mean, like
hard.
I have never been mad about any of the bread I've had at Panera.
Yeah,
Like their sandwich bread is good. Their the bread they give you like for a soup is good.
that is good.
It's nice chewy but got a nice crust on it. It's good
Mm-hmm.
bread.
It is good bread.
So
Um,
that's next. If none of that works, I'm abandoning rye and finding something better.
iterations. Sourdough.
Like, yeah, something.
Could use a good sourdough piece of bread. Sourdough donuts are also
They're
good.
pretty good. Yeah.
Crazy. Um, did you do bread stuff in the pandemic? Did I not know this about you that you try to bake? Were you like one of those people?
No, this was pre-pandemic, I think.
Okay.
I got a lesson in how much bread can school me.
Yeah, well, you live and live,
Yep.
bro.
That's why I buy bread.
We got a cool cabin.
We did get a. That was a fucking mess, though.
Yeah.
I thought, like. So we're going to New York again this year for a wedding, right?
Yes.
One of the core Discord group people that we talk to, like, all the time is getting married. It's been known for like a year at this point, basically.
Yeah. Well,
And
yes.
it feels like no one has ever said a word about it.
Because I didn't say any shit. You didn't say shit about it.
I didn't
I
want
didn't say
to. I
anything.
didn't want to take
I didn't want to say
response.
shit.
We were both in the same boat of not feeling like planning the whole trip again.
I wasn't, because like I felt as much as I was like, oh well, I kind of made this trip like I don't how do I word this? I feel like I don't feel it in a bad way, but I definitely felt like I tried to make things happen on the trip because no one else would make
You
things
did.
happen. But then it
You
feels
did.
like then personally it makes you feel like, oh, do they actually want to do this, or am I like trying to like like that?
Nope. I can't tell you how many times I've had that thought for multiple different things with that group
But
of
then
people.
if you don't do anything, they sit on the goddamn deck
Nothing
playing
will
chess
happen.
for. They sit on a deck playing. They'll sit there all the 8 hours playing chess. If you don't like say, hey guys, do you want to like?
Well, like, the same thing happened for your wedding, right? No
Yeah,
one was saying shit, and I was like, okay, here's a fucking spreadsheet of different places that we could go to instead of a hotel. Have at it. And that was enough to finally get people to do something. I had enough doing it one time. You kind of did it the second time for when we went to New York. And then I was like, I don't feel like doing that again. So
yeah,
I was
no,
waiting for other people. Eric finally asked me like the fourth time about it. And I was like, fine, I'm doing it. What the fuck is going on for this thing? And then in like 2 hours, we figured somewhere out, reserved it, and then apparently, like 2 hours later, half the people that said they were coming with us were not coming with us anymore.
bro, it was the biggest shit show.
It was definitely a shit show.
And I'm not I'm you know what? We're probably in a better like we're gonna have a nice not a small house. It's definitely not small by any means. It's like 4 bedrooms, but we have a nice little cabin that we can roll up, have a fire on Friday, be drinking some
Yeah, I
drinks,
mean, like,
and chill.
yeah, for sure.
Have some, God,
Not gonna be a huge group.
no.
Be
Which
nice.
probably a little bit better than 12 people, maybe. I don't know.
There's pros and cons to both. You know,
Not with
it
those
won't be
people.
like wrangling a herd of cats to try and do something.
Oh my God. We're playing chess. Playing chess. No one knows how to play chess. We're gonna hit our fate.
Bro,
We're gonna
you
hit a
know,
fat vape.
that's still gonna happen.
I know. I'm not actually mad. I'm.
I'm not
It,
that mad. It would have been nice to actually know that people were gonna. I don't know if it was like a third, like we were hearing shit third hand or something, or I don't know. I just thought that it was set and we were good, and then it wasn't good anymore. I
yeah,
don't know.
but we got a cool cabin
I
out of it.
think we're okay and we're solid now, though.
Yeah. Um. I want. I want to. I really wish with the other place though we could have seen the creatures because it did say
Yeah,
that was like.
I
It
don't
did
know.
seem like they had wildlife in that on that acreage.
It also seemed like I saw some satellite photos, and I think some of the woods around them got cleared out, so it might not have
Oh,
been as
did it?
great as you think it might have been.
Okay. The pictures made it seem like there was woodies,
Yeah,
but they are trying to fool you.
yeah, definitely. I think they were older pictures, to be honest.
Um. Yeah. Oh shit. You know what time it is?
Is it that time? Time for that
I don't
boy?
know if again, I don't know if I'm allowed to use that phrase. You know what time it is? It is. We're coming into the heavy. I won't say about. I'm not saying about this one necessarily specifically, but I'm saying in generally we are coming to. We are finally hitting the stride of the heavy hitters of the bunch.
I'll say it. This one was different.
I there were there are some parts of this one I love. Like let me um uh try big booty mix. I need to look at the tracks to also like
Yeah.
jog some of my memory.
Uh, we got more Taylor Swift still in there.
I don't remember her being in it this much,
I don't
but maybe I
either,
just never
but
know.
it's been every single one of them, Nick.
Yeah, but like I just don't remember it. And I'm surprised they like haven't gotten sued for it.
Yeah, that's what surprises me.
Um, they're okay. So intro. Did you like the intro? Did you like the Willy Wonka? So if you
I
like The
mean,
Office, you have to almost like the Willy Wonka. It's like such the same vibe.
it is, but it isn't. I don't know. Like the Office one is
Is it
iconic
because
to
you
me.
like?
I think because of how many times I've listened to it.
Yeah, because you like the like, but like in the same scheme, taking a theme
I'm
song,
even saying
everyone.
like in the mixes, I've listened to that mix so many times that I know
Yeah,
like that intro too well. I don't. I thought it was good. I don't.
had Avicii in it.
I'm like giving it. I think an. I think I'm giving it an 8. I thought it was a good intro. I didn't think it was a fantastic intro.
Okay, I'm giving it a
What
7.
you didn't like
You're
it as
even
much?
you're
I
higher
know.
than me.
I know. I figured.
Um, the I'm 100% blanking on this. I forgot to write. I was like working out when I was doing them, and I'm like 100% forgetting um what some of them were, but there were some good ones.
There were
Are
some
we
good
like late?
ones.
Are we late enough in the big booty mix 16 sound bites? Are we late enough that like people have made lists now? Um, does no one?
Was this
Does
the?
no one?
Do I remember the chickens? The look at all those chickens. Was that this one?
Mm, don't.
I just listened to it too.
I
I
did
listened to it
too.
today.
The issue is when I work out, like I completely drop the ball on them. Uh, sound clips list.
This was the stay off the weed and Greta.
Oh, was it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Wait, yeah, it's come back. Yep.
I
Did you
think
find
this
something?
was the chickens. I found a Reddit thread of people talking about this mix.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah,
they threw the Macarena in there.
they did. Um,
I think this was their first in-house good track that I enjoy a lot.
what? Yes, it is.
So good for you, or good for you, whatever it is.
Yes, yep, yep. I was trying to scroll down on the name of it. I couldn't think of.
Like that was the first song that I was like, huh, they can make their own music. Apparently, that's pretty sick.
You know,
So, what's
there's
your sound clip number?
7. There were definitely some good ones.
I'm going for an 8.
So, definitely not as many bangers as last week for me. Last week was like jam packed with bangers.
See, okay. I noticed that a lot of the background music was bangers from the EDM side of things.
Yes, and that's
So
where it starts to lose me because I'm not big into the
we
EDM.
kind of flip flop. Like,
Yeah.
you know the more popular songs better than I do, and I know the EDM background music better than you do.
Hmm.
I kept being like, "Oh shit, they threw this song in the background. Wow, that's you know." I kept getting wowed by it. I'm going 8 again. I think their song selection was good for this one personally.
I
And I think that they did pretty good still. I don't think they slacked, but I don't think it was as great of pop songs as 15.
so I'm basically pulling a reverse of last week. So I think I'm giving songs a 7 because there were like there's a multiple ways they like mixed some of these songs in the sections that I really liked, and I can give them to you the songs or the flow, but I can't give
I
them to
think that's
both.
more of the flow side of
And
things.
yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, it's so hard to like. It's easier to listen to it than like look at the list and tell you, oh, it was this section
Yeah.
that I really
No, I
liked.
know.
Um, but
As
yeah.
far as flow goes, I was amazed at how many times I could hear 3 songs playing at the same time.
Mhm.
Like they really this one was built different in my opinion.
It's a step up. We're getting towards the heavy hitters. Um, like 54? No, that's way too late. Yeah, again, there's just sections I love to the flow. Like I think they mixed them really good and really like unique compared to what they've been doing.
Yeah.
That so give me an 8 on flow. Give me an 8 on flow.
I think it was really good. I'm throwing a 9 at him. This one's going way up there. Apparently,
825.
this is my high now. I really like
Damn.
this one. I was bobbing my head the whole goddamn time.
I
I was down
props.
with this one.
Um
I think I knew this one was good. I didn't think it was this good when I compared it to the other ones.
well, it's cuz I think it's like right out of your I think this is like what you said you were good from like 11 to 15 or like your like sweet spot.
Um,
You said there was like a
I knew I liked 11. I knew I liked 15. I remembered liking 16, but I didn't think it was as good as 11 and 15. I think I was wrong.
No, that's fine. Again, this is starting. This is like I'm finally into the part where I'm comfortable. Like 17 to 22, I've listened to them all a lot.
Yeah, I think I've listened to 11, 15, 16, and maybe 17 a lot. I think I always skip 12, 13, 14 because I didn't like them as much.
Yeah.
But I know I hit 15 a lot. I know I hit 16 a lot. And like if I was ever in a long car ride with somebody throwing on any of the ones like from 15 up, I knew I was pretty safe and they were
Hmm.
pretty good. But I don't think I got the quantity of plays on those like the other ones.
You know, you know where we're heading.
There's some good ones I think coming up.
Well, I am worried about this week coming up
Really?
because this is the one I've said to you multiple times.
Is this
I
the
think
one? Okay.
it's the Fruit Loops.
Okay. It's the Fruit Loops. I think this somewhere around here is when I started listening to them when they came out.
Fruit Loops? is I think the first time it came out it says 2 years ago on this, but like whatever plus or minus like whatever it
Yeah.
hits. It's an odd one, so it should have come out in first. So
Right.
it might. I think it ticks over to 3 years this year.
Okay.
Um, I think 17 was the first one. You, me, and Burry started consistently listening to big booty mixes on release.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, it's around where I feel like I'm saying, I know that it was somewhere around here.
Oh yeah, because I feel like I was still in college and we were listening like again. I think I was finishing college as we were listening to like the first one together,
Yeah. I mean,
which puts it right around there.
checks
But yeah,
out.
I think this is when you're right because I think this is when you, me, and him started like saying, "Oh hey, Big
And
Booty
I
Mix drops next week. We need to
and
be
I
on."
might have done one or two with just him before,
You might have 100%.
you know.
This was the
So I
first
don't
one I
know.
remember.
Yeah. But it was definitely around here somewhere.
Yeah. Um.
Not saying that I wasn't listening to them before then. It was
No,
just
no,
that I
no.
wasn't paying attention to when they came out and listening to them right away with people.
Now it's a twice a year treat. I
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at it
yeah.
as like,
I get some around Halloween too, like other mixes. They're
oh,
more
okay,
EDM mixes, but I get some other
yeah.
ones around Halloween.
This is my, we're about to start summer. See if we got a new mix for the summer playlist. Get a new like,
Yeah.
get a new, get a new hit right around the Halloween time, fall time. Love that. So, you know, we'll see. Maybe it won't turn out well. Uh,
Yeah. I This one was a good one.
does
I
have
was surprised.
did have an ending. Don't know how that plays into the factor of it, but it did have the ending.
Yeah, it did. You
It's
know,
the start of them
it's
taking it a little bit more seriously.
it's the start of them trying to make a brand so that they can have concerts themselves.
Yes.
Which, to be honest, for them, seems like it's working out great.
And I do enjoy it. I do like the big like I would always enjoy loving to hear like the new like piece of like lore they've built on this like mix just because
Sure.
it's fun to see a creative output.
Yeah.
Um
And I'm all for them doing whatever they need to keep this thing going. You know, I enjoy them, so I want them to keep coming.
mhm. um yeah. Okay, so big will we listen to one? We have one to listen for the wedding or will we out? We have one, two,
I mean, it'll be out by
16,
then, I think.
18, 19, 20,
Oh,
21,
are we done by then?
22, 23. The 10th of May, which is post trip, we have to re listen to 23. However, I think 23 will come out before. I think we'll listen to 23 before we have to review it. But the 10th of May, which is after the wedding, should be the week of the review of 23. So we will have one that we have to listen to in the car that we can be judgy about it in the car.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Out of our like 8 to 10 hours of car ride.
Yes.
There you go. We get an hour.
We get an hour. Can't really do Critical Role. Madeline doesn't like Critical Role.
That's
You're
fine.
behind. You're behind like hours. So, no defense.
I don't.
Um,
Don't have any defense.
I know you're so busy listening to. This is when you had to start listening to Video Movement. This is when it went downhill. You had too many things to listen to.
Probably. Yeah.
Ah well. Counter Strike 2.
Counter Strike 2 is a thing, apparently.
I don't. I like. I don't. I think dynamic lighting looks good in games that are supposed to look good. I don't think dynamic lighting is a desire I have in games that aren't about looks and more about gameplay.
It
I never logged on CS:GO and said, "I hope this looks good."
like when I think about CS:GO, I remember the old days before the map refreshes because that's when I was playing, right?
Mhm.
I always remember it being like a dark and grungy, semi-realistic game, looking wise, like visuals. You know, you were in the dirty streets of wherever, and that's what they looked like. You know, there were dark corners. I feel like they turned the vibrancy up a little bit too much.
Yes. If yeah. Again, if you're launching up the new fucking, if you're launching up Sons of Forest and you're in your new like game and you want it to look good because you're walking through the forest and you have dynamic lighting, yeah, it's fine. I feel like that's a better game. If I'm launching, I don't need cash to have dynamic lighting through a window. Well, I'm getting fucking dinked.
Yeah,
Well, I'm getting gushed with a Glock rushing B, and I'm
yeah.
fucking furious. I don't need the corner that my head is like been gushed into to have dynamic darkness.
That game needs to still be able to run on a potato well.
Yes. I don't like
Like
the smoke.
that's I think I don't like the smoke either. I don't like the fire either. Let's
Fire
just
looks awful.
rework grenades.
Did you hear the
A
AK?
little bit, yeah.
Doesn't sound. It maybe sounds more realistic, but not like
Hmm. I might have to
a
listen again a little more closer.
little bit. Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know. I They do it right, it'll be good, but who knows? We'll see.
I
To be
mean,
honest,
yeah,
it seems like they went straight towards like the Valorant color palette,
they want children. The issue is the game got more The Counter Strike has been more popular than ever,
which is
and
hard
now,
for me to believe. Like I would never have told you 5 years ago, "Hey, we're only just getting started."
yeah.
Never would I have said that.
But like now, again, peak popularity. Now they're doing a massive overhaul to it. Seems like bad timing.
I think it's been long overdue though. Is the other thing.
No, because apparently it's not been needed because they just got more popular.
Apparently, yeah.
Sure, overdue. I don't know, but like when the game's getting more popular on the year over year,
Yeah,
change
I
is
don't think
good.
they needed to do a lot.
Change is good. However, I don't. I'm not a fan of the style of change.
I agree. I think it's a style thing.
Yeah. No, the no tick thing. I think that's really cool. I think that's gonna change so much because everyone was upset about like tick rates.
Yeah.
Uh, did you see the video about that?
I don't know if I saw the video that you're thinking of, but I definitely
Oh,
know that a lot of people played on like ESEA and Face It because of tick rates.
yeah. So there is no tick anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's happening. Everything that happens happens. So they
As long as it
explained,
runs right, it sounds phenomenal.
yes, which I think that's a good change. Like I think all the inputs now I might be really ass at that. Maybe I'm better. Maybe I get better because of tick rates. Maybe I get a lot worse. One of them is probably more likely to happen than the other, but um, better people probably are gonna get. I think better. The better you are, the worse it's gonna hurt you.
Hmm.
The more,
Maybe.
the better you, the better. This is why they always say esports players are only good for a couple updates on a game. It's because the way someone gets good at a game is they learn how to maximize
What they
everything
have. Yeah.
with what they have, and one update can change how a game plays so much that all the
Honestly,
things you were what?
you're so right because that's how fucking me, Burry, and Fee got so good at Rocket League. We said fuck all the flashy shit and we just played our game.
Hmm.
And the three of us turned into a triangle that knows each other like nothing else. Me and Burry can play Rocket League without ever saying a word to each other, and we just know what's coming up. And we have such good play with each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're so good at Rocket League.
Yeah.
That's why I could load up Rocket League with him and probably get ranked champ 2 right now.
Yeah. I and the people that
Be-
end up failing are the ones that like they're really just exploiting some game mechanics that are a certain way, and then once they
sure.
like patch them,
Yeah.
change them, manipulate them a little bit,
Yeah.
and they can't, then they stop being good because they weren't good because they had like a
Yeah.
necessarily talent
Like
for it.
if they took out the like ball jump reset, me and Burry would be unaffected. A lot of other people in our skill group would probably be like shitting bricks that they can't do that anymore.
Yeah. So
Exactly like what you're saying.
again,
Interesting.
I don't think I don't think our group will be that affected. Maybe like Eric, because
I
Eric's
don't
just.
think
I think he will because he'll pretend he'll get in his brain that he thinks he knows the difference,
he can be
and
bad with change.
he can be.
So that alone might be enough for him to not be as good.
Bro, what? Bro, the zero tick.
Back in my
Fucking,
day,
we had 64 tick. Still on
we
that
had
wavelength.
fucking 16 tick. You were lucky when you got a tick.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. Okay. Got anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
You're good. That's good. Because I'm good. Because that's all we have for this week's episode. Thursdays are the best days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later.